Don't scar me there. Because I need that. I really need to try to get my hands on a Skarmory. And what? Yeah, this is where area zone 17. There are a lot of Pyroars here. Wrong area, by the way. I don't want. Dude. Thank you. Yeah, there's a lot of Pyroars here, and let's just say, is there Skarmory's here? There's no Skarmory? No Skarmory, god dang it. Yeah, I wanna give myself one try because I'm trying to get myself the Pokédex up and nope, there wasn't. I got 154 of the 230 actually, so I'm making progress. Not exactly enough for me to do some stuff. Okay, so let's go to the Luca Bureau and get my team back. There we go. My god, I do not have these Pokemon for the main reason, eh? And see, also for the Zero, yeah, I also need to show that because I did promise you that I need to get my hands on the, show you the stuff with that. What was my team again? Oh yeah, Greninja, Feraligatr, Garchomp, what else? Where's the other ones? Oh, Charizard, that was also one of them. And what else? I forgot. I'm forgetting here. My mind is drawing a blank. Oh yeah, Manectric. Where's Manectric? That was the other one. Manectric. Where is my Manectric? There you are. There, then look at where we go. Good to see you too, Mammy. Hello there, what can I do for you today? As regards your case, I've narrowed down the list of likely candidates by looking at people who came to Limush within the last few years. Thanks, Emma, but there's actually another missing person we're here for today. Another missing person? Oh, well, let's hear it. We need to find Dark's opponent for his next promotion match. Do you have a name? Grisham. I know the name of the top-ranked trainers in the ZRL, so I heard. I can give you the information you need, but this knowledge could potentially put you in danger. Do you still want to know? Of course! I figured you'd say that. Okay, I know what to do. If you beat me in battle, I'll tell you what I know. Come on, let's head outside. I know that she's going to throw in another new Mega in there, but a Mega we have also been known for right now, since they introduced, I believe, 6 Mega Evolutions? Along, like, there was Victory Bell, Hawlucha, Dragonite, the Kalos starters and whatnot. Yeah, those were all the ones she were known about. You should know, Emma is really strong. Her detective work means she's too busy for the ZRL, but she'd be in the top range for sure. Are you ready to battle me? I'll be using Pokemon where it was given to me by a man who played an important role in my life. Malamar. Everyone, let's go! Emma appeared in X and Y as the part of the Looker. As part of the Looker side quest. Also, do I have not given Earthquake to my Garchomp? Because I should have had the Earthquake jam if I don't have that. I mean, actually take a look. I can actually take a look now after. Her expansion suit, she did make mention of that. Yeah, I got past Earthquake, god damn. And what she mentions is what she's currently wearing. That's also, it's based on, allows her to use various based on certain Pokemon move actually, like Fly and whatnot. She inherited the Looker Bureau because Looker gave it to her. She became eventually a detective. My Pokemon and I aren't alone. My old mentors have our backs in spirits. This Malamar was given to her by Zerosig, one of the Team Flare's scientists. Mega Malamar! Same type as a regular Malamar. Good thing is the whole guys aren't here to see this. Tell me, what do you know about Team Flare? They're good that caused all that trouble for Carlos 5 years ago, right? Exactly right. Their group was led by a man named Lysander. He disappeared 5 years ago, but now he reappeared calling himself L. He's been spotted around town with a mysterious Pokemon. It seems suspicious, so I decided to investigate them. Not for a client, just for me. But everything I've uncovered tells me that L hasn't been doing anything sinister at all. In fact, he seems to be genuinely trying to help save Lumiose, so it's not the old guard we've got to worry about here, but rather the new. See, about 5 years ago, I had my own ties to someone who was involved in Team Flare. That's how I heard what I'm about to tell you. Before Team Flare collapsed, they started making moves to ensure they left a legacy. Apparently, tried a few different things, including making the expansion suit that I use. Another one of their efforts involved training up a new generation to carry on their ideals. Grisham was one of the young trainers that Team Flare taught. Though it's not clear if Grisham is even a real name or not. And now it seems Grisham is taking part in the Zero Real, but why? To what end? Does Grisham have a goal of their own? There's no real saying for sure, not until I do some digging at least. You know what? I met Ben Maple at the Pokémon Research Lab could tell you more about Grisham. Why would she know anything? Sorry, but that's nothing for me to say. It's up to Maple to decide how much she wants to share. Thanks for the tip, Emma. I'll do some investigating on my own. You should go into the Pokemon Research Lab and see what Maple says. See, how far am I in the day? Already halfway there. Okay, so if it's turned nighttime, or I mean before I'm going to meet like Grisham himself, I am going to need to wait until that. So I'm going to keep doing some cutscene stuff until we finally have to deal with Grisham himself. Director's office. That rat! That foul little man! I can't believe that, Mayor. It's not my fault we keep getting more wild zones. And it's not even like I can trail him off, not when he knows I'm basically at his mercy. It doesn't mean I should get worked into the ground. I'm acting director of this place. Are you making progress on my research tasks? I want to know about Grisham. Grisham? Who could that be? Someone who was in Team Flare. Team Flare! It seems you already know more about Grish than I would have thought. Fine, so I used to be a part of Team Flare. Wait, seriously? I don't really mind telling people, if they're merely curious. But there are still a few people today who react badly if they even hear the word Team Flare, you know? So I don't exactly walk around advertising it, but I won't lie about it if I ask about it, even though she has a gaming laptop, her laptop and her gaming chair is the Team Flare logo, and that those goggles on her desk is what she wore when she was acting as scientist. When everything fell apart, I got taken into custody along with the others. But I took a plea deal. So I got made acting director of this lab. Easy to keep tabs on me if I'm stuck here, right? My role in Team Flare also had me looking into Pokémon energy and all, so I don't hate the work. Sorry. Didn't mean for the sob story to spill out. You want to know about Grayson, huh? He was a part of a younger generation in Team Flare. I haven't called him Gris. It means grey, like the color of ashes. He was pretty strong when it came to Pokemon battles, not that he got much chance to show off that skill at the time. I honestly don't know what he might be thinking now joining the GA Royale, but if you really want to know, you might want to try Nouveau Cafe over in Centrico Plaza. What's at Nouveau Cafe? You'll find out when you go, won't you? Sheesh, kid! Don't take all the mysteries and fun out of life. You're about to walk into a pretty sticky situation, but I'll be there to help you when the time comes. And don't forget, I still want you to keep out the research work too. Man, that's still, like, you gave us goodies, like the TM for Earthquake, which I was struggling to give myself to my freaking Garchomp. Because, Earthquake's pretty powerful. So we're going to the cafe. I want to say that off because I want to at least show off the what's now currently a little different with the Zero Royale, because I did mention this before last time that when you about to reach rank A, the trainers are going to be a bit different, and I want to find at least 2 trainers who uses set who are one of those different ones. So I'm not going to wait until nighttime. I'm going to be sitting on the bench and go fight until I find at least 2 trainers. I know that one of the nurses is a guaranteed one, and as well, and maybe some, and the other one is like a luck. I want to encounter at least 2 of those trainers and 2 different kinds of Pokemon who can use that. I believe one of them will like highly focus on the fossils. So let's battle the Zero Royale and see if we can find some of those trainers that I'm going to be looking at. Okay, so it's right there. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to grab Charizard, Poison type, Ghost type move. I don't have any Ghost type moves. You're not going to be one of that, but I need to fight you anyway. Like, lucky thing from one thing that could be lucky for me is like finding a Pokemon who has a trainer who has 3 Pokemon, and the Rust Syndicate's grunts will not be giving me what I want. Even though he uses a freaking Aggron! Not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for. Okay. Maybe you. Maybe you. Okay, let's see what you have. And you just need 2 Pokemon. Okay. What else are you gonna send out of the nest? It's crafty. Okay. Nope, did not happen. Okay. Like, that could have been like a trainer, like, doing that. Maybe I think I'll like find like an Ace trainer or something like that. Let's see, looking at the way, let's see. It's Bug type move. I don't have Bug. Spear, Berry. Oh, what? Oh, what's it? Oh, you could be. No, you're rank C. You know, only 2 Pokemon. But, get myself the money anyway. You're only using the 2 Majestic, of course. Nothing wrong about that, lacking 1 Pokemon in particular, and you like the both of them thing. Not really from the King Strain with a freaking cat. Oh god. Oh, bonus card. What do you have for a bonus? Something I can do at least? Unleash plus move. For two. Okay, so at least 3 plus move and I'm done with this. Okay. Get myself into the room. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have much luck here with. Let's see, immediately. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I can do that. I can do it. Just for 250. That's good. Oh, but would you? Where? Okay. Nope, you're not what I'm looking for. A lucha. I need to get a set with the roof. I'm having much luck. I'm gonna have much more luck on the roof. Gotta act legal as I realize I'm part of the National Police. Maybe you should also not just simply say it out then, maybe? If you're trying to be undercover or whatnot. Just being like a police officer trying to being a member of the National Police and whatnot. So check the roofs in order to see what I can do. Construction worker, maybe? There's a waiter, I can maybe take advantage of that. Rank B. I'm hoping Lorenzo might be getting what I want. If not, okay, let's get that done. Barbarical. Nope, not that either. At least I'm only able to heal up my Pokémon because of the coffee. Yes. Ooh, that could be an Ace Trainer. That could be an Ace Trainer. Ooh, that could be good. Okay, but normal time move? I don't have normal time moves. Rank B, more gain. What do you have? Delibird, no, you're courier. That means you're gonna be also giving me items at least. That's at least a plus sign. Okay. You'll give me like maybe like Ultra Balls, I believe. Winner for a prize. Ultra Balls. That's what they always give me for some reason. If Dark type moves, construction worker, what is your... no, you don't have the thing. I need to get myself... What about the kid? What about the kid? What about the kid? Pokemon. I was hoping for like one trainer who has 3 at least. Horners. Oh, Scizor! Nope, did not happen. I'll find one eventually. Oh, that's a courier again. Dragon Rush, no! Another guard, like right before things happen. Well, now you're a police agent. I war. some of that. Let's see. Excadrill, Oh, are you kidding me? Aromatisse, because you're using your okay, Psychic, Thunder Thing, and that off. Press plus. Delibird, you're a sightseer. Not counting the trainers I need to be. Maybe it's because of the Bell Zone, he's a little bit bad luck. Skarmory, okay. And because there's a courier, I'm getting an item. Thank you for the Ultra Balls. Oh no, I need to see what your rank is. Like, if it's a rank A or B, I could have had like a chance, but it's not. Pidgeot! Ooh. Did not happen! And I'm so hopeful with a Pidgeot. I need to get myself over there. Since there's some stuff I can do over there. Get out of my way. Oh, that's a bad luck. Relegator got paralyzed though. Steelix. Night is about to end soon, I believe, because I'm right now 14, so I'm like halfway down. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with that. Go away. Oh wait, that one, a lady has street Pokemon. That's a good sign. Street Pokemon is a good sign. I'm sending Gyarados because if that's a good sign. Carnivore! Did not happen. Oh. But that was a good sign. Having 3 Pokemon is a good it has a chance of that thing to happen. Brass medals, yes. I was hopeful, dang it. What Pokemon? How many Pokemon do you have? For the 1 Pokemon you have? You have 42, but Mega Evolved Pokemon? I would like to do that, but no, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so there's all kinds of trainers here. Okay, no. What do you have? What is your? Back here, all tucked in the corner like this. Oh my god, what's your trick? That's a quick hit. Crocodile. Yep, that's just an office worker. Not notable in the least. Oh, there's approaching, and then I need to leave the hope that I keep getting one of those trainers. I hear an Absol, but... Okay. Oh, wait, that's a veteran. 3 Pokemon. Oh, that's a veteran. That's a good sign. Mind if I come a little closer? Okay, that's 1. 2, veteran, God of War. That's another Pokemon that can happen, but what's your last? Pidgeot. Yes, there you go! Yeah! That's what I was looking for! Trainers, after reaching a certain rank, has the potential to Mega Evolve their partners. Took me a long time to do so, but I finally did so. But yeah, you can finally encounter Pokemon that can Mega Evolve in the Zero. They really just shove down Mega Evolution in your throats. That's an Absol. That's a wild Absol, not an actual Absol. But finally got the one I need. Finally got myself the one I need. God dang. The only good thing you've got to offer is our location. You here for another nasty drink? If you'd like to order something, please speak to the young lady there. I'd like to order a meeting with Grisham. Well, isn't this entertaining? It looks like you managed to find your next opponent. The quiet master of Centrica Plaza Fane Nouveau Cafe truck is indeed just a front. The truth is, I am one of the top-ranked trainers in Zero, the foremost trainer in rank B, and the boss of Team Flare Nouveau. Yes, you found me, Grisham, at your service. I've got my own goals to achieve, goals that have brought me to the Zero, which is why I cannot let you defeat me. I suppose this still makes a little sense to you, however, so I'll explain the whole thing. Grisham, you know this kid is with AZ. There's no point even trying to explain it all to someone on AZ's side. This is Griselle, one of my comrades in Team Flare Nouveau. Let's just take this kid down, right here, right now, while we got the chance. Now, I actually do look at her apron. They actually have the Team Flare logo. Griselle, please do calm yourself. Nouveau Cafe is here to offer comfort to the masses. It's no place to start a commotion. Fine, I sent you a location. If you care at all about knowing the truth, go there and wait. We'll close up shop and head over. If you'd be so kind, please check your map and find your way. We'll meet you there. My team is looking rather rough though. Look at you, waiting like a good little boy. I imagine you must be asking yourself why would you want to meet at such a spot. This is Lysander Cafe. It was a very important place for anyone in Team Flare, though now it's an empty storefront. No one has any desire to rent a location so closely associated with such a disreputable group. And since no one wants it, we've taken the liberty of continuing to use it as a base for Team Flare. Or more widely, with Team Flare Nouveau. You do know about Team Flare, don't you? Of course I do. What could an outsider like you know about what Team Flare really was? Griselle. Christian, this kid is our enemy! He's nothing but an obstacle to all the goals we hope to achieve with Team Flare Nouveau. There's no point in trying to explain everything to someone like this. Let's just get rid of him. The world has not been kind or forgiving toward those of us who were part of Team Flare. I'm afraid it's all too understandable, sad though it is, that some harden their hearts in response, like Griselle here has done. My apologies. I'm afraid there's simply no stopping Griselle once she is set on a course of action. Though it will mean revealing your battle tactics to me before a promotion I must ask. Please, won't you Griselle the battle she desires? Fight me. I will and I win. I'm going to burn you to the ground. There won't be enough for you who's left to fight in the Zero Royale. We're in a sticky situation now, isn't it? I loved it. Okay, I'm always like this music. I always like Team Flare's music, like in the other stages, like we've been like in Pokémon Masters EX, and as well as the remix they've done in Super Smash Brothers, but not like the original. This one's a much better one. Aerodactyl. Metagross. High Roar. I'd rather win this battle. We can't let anyone stand in our way. Mega Pyroar! Another new Mega! No more fire type, like an ordinary Pyroar. This is ridiculous. I lost. My Pokémon lost. That was well fought. I expect nothing less from Team NZ's newest ace, the one who seeks to save Limio City. I'd say it's time for a little coffee break. Voila! On Ember Road, our signature drink at the Nouveau Cafe. I should perk up the Pokémon battle for us as well. Now that we're all feeling refreshed, allow me to teach you about the true history of Team Flare, and what we are hoped to accomplish. Please join us inside. The fiery red of Lysander Burning Passion is what fills this Lysander Cafe. And here, in this place, I'd like to explain to you why I chose the bell in the Zerial. Shall I begin with Team Flare? You see, the group known as Team Flare provided a place for people to come together and help one another, all to achieve a more beautiful world. However, our leader, a man named Lysander, grew disillusioned with humanity over time, fearing what the future might bring, to set his sights on a new goal on his own, to reduce the number of people in the world. In the end, Lysander made a truly foolish choice. He chose to use the ultimate weapon. Do you know what the ultimate weapon, which nearly burned the countless region of the map? That weapon was AZ's creation. You may see AZ as the kindly figure who has provided you with a place to call home, but if he had never built something so horrifying as that ultimate weapon, then Lysander would have never been driven to such madness. And we and Team Flare would have become our society's outcasts. And now it appears AZ is out to save Lumios, relying on the support of your Team MZ. Honestly, it's laughable. My apologies. I imagine you know how to respond to such an unexpected outpouring. And of course, you might not even believe a word I've said. That's why I invite you, dog, to witness the truth for yourself. How's that? You'll see. Open Sesame! Beyond that door lies the former Lysander Labs, and it was a facility used for research in the days when Team Flare was still active. And it was down there that we learned of AZ's secrets for ourselves. That's where we learned of the terrible weapon that AZ created. You must see the truth with your own eyes, if you are to fully understand how awful it is. Lysander Labs were designed to be a labyrinth. And of course, plenty of our Pokémon have taken over the place since it was abandoned. You might be done in before you ever get to see the truth for yourself. About Lysander, reason why he was so disillusioned is because I figured that enough time has passed for you to have gotten yourself in some trouble. Let me guess, you're down in Lysander Labs? And so there should be an elevator right in front of you. See it? You need to find an elevator key. There should be one lying around there somewhere. Hey, okay, so we can't exactly move around as much as we want, so... Lysander got disillusioned because the selfish entitled people got, the better of him. Like, he constantly... They tried to, make the world a better place, but he... Let's just say, did not exactly got, power. Okay, so I have to find the supply unit in order to get the war panels to power up again. Oh! Handy. And that's what caused, because so many, it's like the whole thing of like, he tried to give too much and then he tried to give and then tried to take too much. Like, there's like a very thing, like he got disillusioned with the whole like giving and taking thing. There's a wild main trick here. Huh. Up key A, so that's cool. I'm guessing we need to go through all of the side areas because this is like exactly just like a, like the whole old ways of like the Lysander level. But of course it's got so collapsed and whatnot. I got gun in here, so let's see what we have here. Okay, nothing here to get some stuff. Oh, there is this. Oh, whoa. Okay, cannot go past there, but there was like this is just merely for like an item or not. That one also is not exactly been activated, but I think now I should be able to open this. Oh yeah, I can. Door opened. Where is the Nouveau? Oh, it's right up there. It was right up there, like probably like just like the bat it is. I do not have a Nouveau. I probably like should have like used a different Pokemon. Yep. Okay, so probably this place is not exactly powered up, so I need to find myself a... Okay, of course. Houndours should be easy to take down, you do not. Okay, the lights are on, so now I'll steep elevator stuff and whatnot. As well as the portals should also be activated, should be also really good around here. I cannot open this door because it's okay. So there's like a thing right there. They can like see. Okay, what else is? There should be like one there. Oh, that's maybe like in this portal. Oh, there is another one. A key, card key, so we can take that to the other room. Like go back, and then we open the other door, and then we go back. I'm pretty sure it's like if they say like labyrinth, I'm pretty sure it's like not that labyrinth. Like, okay, I'm gonna go there, yeah, but I need to look for the other door. There should be like a door I can like open. Yeah, that one, that green one. Okay, it opened up. Oh, and they're Beldum. Oh, I want to know how annoying Beldums are to catch. I'm betting extremely annoyingly. Oh, I managed to get one immediately. Good. That will save myself a massive headache. Okay, we see how this is going. We see another stuff here. Power on. Where's the portal we need to take? For the like war panel, so Night Slash on you. Cannot have you in my way. There is also a Magnetric. Cannot let you get in my way. Night Slash to go. Why are you so freaking bulky? Nugget. Okay. I hear noises. There's an alpha. Oh god. Okay, I need guard jump self for this. I need guard jump self. I need guard jump self for this. Okay, that's done. I'll take the items. That's it, nice. Okay, so we can go that way, but I want to see what the other side of this place is. Oh, no, I need to be here, I need to be here. There we go. Door open, and of course, that's... Okay, thank you. Oh, there's a freaking... An Aegislash floats in the way. Looks like you have to feed in order to continue your head. Not about with wild Pokemon. Among them, a freaking... Okay, Oh, they're also enraged, so I cannot exactly knock them out. So I will only knock them out, so... I guess I knocked all of them out. The path is now clear, so that's good. Elevator key for us. Nice. One of the standing stone lying Route 10 all the way to Geosense Town. These stones apparently behave in a mysterious manner. They usually emit energy, but when the ultimate weapon is activated, that reverses. They begin to absorb energy from Pokémon attached to them. Ooh, that's how they went with that. That's kind of awful. So they have like attached, like really strong Pokemon with life energy to to those stones, and directly under the thing, like directly under the. There's just a cell here, but there's nothing of importance. Except for, well, like a candy L, so B3F, so... okay. It's dark. Some of the machinery were powered back on in response to your presence. Security check initiated. Procession of all key cards has been confirmed. Commencing partial reboot systems. Systems rebooted, voice guidance enabled. 4 files are available for playback. Device, the fuel, the legends, our shared dream. So let's first check the device. The device that grants life. This device was created 3,000 years in the past. It was originally designed to restore life to a Pokemon that has been perished. We have found this ultimate weapon buried in the earth beneath Geosense Town. It has been well preserved. We believe we can make it operational with little work, but we have not found the necessary key to activate the weapon. We believe AZ should still possess it since he was the machine's creator. We must find him and capture him without a delay. The fuel. The device that grants life, in fact, grants the deceased life stolen from other Pokemon. This is because the basic function of the device is to distill energy into its purest form, then emit that distilled energy. This emission can take the form of convection, radiation, or conduction. Thus, life can be conducted back into a Pokemon as long as it lost its life, allowing it to be revived. What then would occur if we were to fuel the device with the energy of a legendary Pokemon? The legends. Kalos is said to have 2 legendary Pokemon. Xerneas, which represents life and rebirth, and Yveltal, representing destruction and death. The power to grant life and the power to steal life. These are mysterious abilities that even science has not been able to decode. What would happen to the world if you were to use such power to activate the ultimate weapon? Our shared dream. As the world grows wealthier, the number of people and Pokemon will only continue to grow, and that growth will invite new difficulties. In time, life will fill every corner of the planet until no more life can be sustained. When there's only one of something, it cannot be shared. When something cannot be shared, it will be fought over. And when something is fought over, some must survive without it. And the only way to create a world where people live in beauty, a world without conflict or theft, is to reduce the number of living things. My comrades in Team Flare, the time has come to lead the world towards a more beautiful future. Zerg! Have you learned the secret of the ultimate weapon? How truly abominable it was. AZ created that weapon. Then 1,000 years later, he also made a device that now dwells within Prison Tower. L, but how? Zygarde seemed the ways I've come to this place. I have lost most of my memories, and yet, this place does bring back something. What I remember most clearly is AZ. When I spoke with him 5 years ago through the bars of his cell, I did not know his true intent, but I did learn of the device within Prison Tower. I set my mind on activating both the ultimate weapon and that device. But to activate the device required a certain Pokémon, one particular Floette, and there was no way to know where the Floette could be found. That led me to abandon my plans for the tower's device, but the ultimate weapon could still be activated using the key AC carried, and so I did. There was an explosion, I remember that much, though I cannot recall the cause of it. Perhaps the weapon was incomplete? I was buried deep in the earth to gather Team Flare's secret base. But you're still alive. Zygarde saved me. It worked to protect all living creatures in the area from the light running down, the deadly light of the ultimate weapon. In doing so, Zygarde exhausted its own power. But at the weapon's activation, the device in Prism Tower awakened as well, sensing danger. Now it has become a threat to Lumiose. It could fully lose control at any time. To stop the device and protect the city, Zygarde must regain its true power. It has given me a mission. Sooner or later, the tower will enter a frenzied state, similar to Rogue Mega Evolution. The only one who can bring it back under control is AZ's Floette. Yes, we need the Eternal Flower, and a trainer who can draw forth her full power. This is the truth I know. And now you have learned all that those young people waiting in Lysander Cafe wanted you to learn. Go and speak with Christian and with AC. Then do what must be done. Is Zygarde? Yes, Zygarde left. Did you see Lysander? I met him inside. To think he's still alive. And yet he doesn't seem to remember us in the slightest. How could you just forget? It's all because of him that the rest of us... Crystal, there will be time for such things later. And you, dog, you now know the truth of AZ's sins. And so I must make this request of you. Get AZ's Floette and give her to me. Why would I do a thing like that? You must see it by now. With AZ's special Floette, we should be able to keep Prison Tower controlled. Everything we learned points to the conclusion. We must stop the tower from going on a rampage if we're ever to achieve the kind of beautiful world that Team Flare once dreamed of. And if we can finally want to protect Lumiose, then people will finally see us differently. Do you understand? We are merely children, born to those who chose to join Team Flare. And yet, we too became pariahs in the eyes of society when Team Flare was disbanded. But we couldn't just leave Lumiose. This city is our home too, and we love it as much as anyone else. The only reason Team Flare existed was to make Lumiose better, to make all of Kalos better. At Nouveau Cafe, we've worked hard to provide coffee to those who have little else. And we've worked there. We also heard the voice of Lumiose's people. We understand its people better than anyone else. We know its people better than anyone else. So if you really want to face me in battle, you need more than just a challenger's ticket. You need to be ready to hand over AZ's Floette to me. I must become the strongest Pokemon trainer by bowing my way up through the AZ area. I must become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Then, I will be the one to restrain Prison Tower with AZ's Floette. Go talk with the rest of Team MZ and decide what it is you really ought to do. It's time they learned all of AZ's sins. Now, go back to Hotel C. You've returned. I heard from Emma what leads you were following up to. I imagine you've learned much of my tale by now, isn't that right? Oh, Doug, did you manage to find Grisham? Oh, I found him alright. No kidding, I went digging into the room about Grisham with Emma after our chat. Sounds like he's one formidable trainer. Plus, he's part of this group, Team Flare Nouveau, and he's been gathering all sorts of info about Lumiose from customers at Nouveau Cafe. He even seems to know what's weird going on with Prism Tower. AC, is there any chance you could tell us more about the tower, given the situation? Yes. I've also been thinking it is time I talk to you all about it. Come, we can speak on the roof. Doc, you know of the ultimate weapon, don't you? I went to Lysander Labs. Then I shall tell you of the terrible sins I've committed, and of my regrets. In the war that occurred 3,000 years ago, many things were lost. So many Pokémon had their future stolen. People lost the everyday lives they know. And my Floette was sent to the front lines, where she lost her life. I made a device, a machine that could grant life, all so I could revive my beloved Floette. I brought Floette back to life. I got back what I had loved most. But my rage had not subsided. I could not forgive the world that hurt the Pokémon that I loved. In my rage, I remade my device into the ultimate weapon. I put an end to the senseless conflict which could have taken everything from us. By becoming destruction itself. The light fired from the old weapon reached the heavens and then poured down, burning away all that rested upon the earth. But Floette must have known the truth. She must have realized that the life I had given her was stolen from so many other Pokémon. She left me, and I wandered alone for 3,000 years. Seriously, for 3,000 whole years? During those long years of aimless wandering, a man with great power asked me for my help. He said he wanted a way to protect Carlos. At this, I thought to myself, I cannot make another device who would take from others, but perhaps I could make one that would share the eternal life I had bestowed on Floette. That is what Ong is. That is what hidden deep within Prism Tower. I built Ong to give meaning to the eternal life I had burdened Floette with. It was, in one sense, my attempt to atone to Floette for what I had done. I dreamed of the day when I could use Ong after reuniting with Floette at last. The day that come to pass, but that was because we were living in a time of peace. But now Ong, the tower was emitting excessive amounts of mega power, even without Mega Floette present. This is only conjecture on my part, but I believe it may be related to the ultimate weapon being fired 5 years ago. That shock awoke Ong, and has caused the mega power contained within it to spill forth. It has led to this rampant rogue mega evolution. The Pokémon suffer, the people come to harm. There's only one way to put an end to the pain. A Mega Evolution user must Mega Evolve Floette, and together reach the control panel within Ong. I never could have imagined that you and Floette had a kind of history, and the tower too. So make the strongest Mega Evolution user to stop the tower from going berserk? I have a question. Why would Floette be able to Mega Evolve at all? Normally, Pokémon can only Mega Evolve when they aren't capable of evolving any further. Shouldn't Floette be able to evolve into Florges? My Floette cannot evolve. Perhaps because she's such a special Pokémon, having received the life of so many others. Though that is only my conjecture. Floette returned to my sides again after 3,000 years with an act of forgiveness. But she likely also returned to me so that I could atone for my sins by stopping the tower. However, I no longer have it in me to do battle as a trainer. I mean, yeah, I guess you might have kicked all these events into motion, AZ, but I'm sure you never dreamed the tower would go berserk like this. It doesn't matter, AC still made this awful mess, and Team MZ is stuck cleaning it up. Naveen! I appreciate AC is trying to right his wrongs, and I owe him as much as any of us do. I don't want to be the bad guy any more than the rest of you, but accountability matters. You do realize you might die trying to fix all this, don't you? Naveen is correct in what he says. I continue to cause you children nothing but trouble because of my own powerlessness. I am truly sorry. I understand, Izzy. Let's leave this to Team MZ. Dark, it's up to us to keep the tower from going well, and that means you gotta beat Grisham. I'll win for sure. Count on you, Dark. We'll be the ones who stop the tower, not Grisham and Team Flare Nouveau. Alright, it's time to go challenge Grisham to a promotion match. Thank you. I will forever be grateful to meeting all of you all, my dear Team MC. But we can leave that for later. This is quite a bit of a emotional roller coaster. Going to Lysander Labs and whatnot, learning about the legendary Pokemon that is like of all the stuff regarding like the stuff. And of course, it makes sense why why Xerneas and Yveltal would be like really handy to handle that machine, because they have a lot of power, and yeah, Xerneas can share its life energy. Yveltal has stored a lot of energy because it steals it up while it's active. So we'll deal with all that nonsense later. I will see you guys next time.